Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is my God of War hardest difficulty video walkthrough. This is the first boss of the game. It's called Jesus. It's not called Jesus. Daudi Kaupmadr. I'm gonna have no hope in pronouncing these names, but just so you know, I think this guy's a troll. I get ogres and trolls confused because there's something wrong with my brain, but I think this guy's a troll. And the great part about the trolls in this game is they all kind of fight the same. The bad part about the trolls in this game is they have like 3 moves and they're really easy to exploit and they've got a lot of life and you have to hit them a bunch and they're not very fun to fight. So as long as you can get past that, you're going to have a good time. And my strategy is real simple here, guys. I'm not going to use Atreus or throw my axe at all. I don't want to do this because when I did this in my practice runs, I noticed that the dude would attack the kid more than me, and when he's attacking the kid, it ruins what I'm trying to do, and it makes the fight much longer than it needs to be. So instead, we're just going to get all up and close and smack him with the axe. And the strategy is this. You want to watch to see what he does, and when he starts moving towards you, you want to sprint towards his right leg. Run around him as he does his animation, and you will dodge all of it without having to dodge, and then respond with R2, R2, R1, R1. That's the combo you're looking for. The only area of this that gets complicated is when he does this, which is a massive hyper armor spin move that can be punished afterwards, not during. During is tricky to punish. It can be done, but I wouldn't do it just for the sake of getting caught. And then this move here, he can progressively and dynamically add on enders. So while you're punishing him, you have to watch to see whether or not he does the recovery animation or if he does an extra slam. Because if he does an extra slam and you're mashing buttons, you're dead. Because he does a lot of damage. He kills you in about 2 hits, this guy. He should kill you in 1, but I think it's a bit more lenient than that. I'm not too certain. But this is kind of all I'm going to do. And if you're not confident in doing the R2s, do R1s. R1s are easier to cancel out of. Right there was a good example of the boss focusing on the boy instead of me. But a cool mechanic of this fellow, do you see those glowing runes that he has on his body? Apparently, I've read this online, I don't know if this is 100% certain because I've not tried it myself, but if you throw your axe into those marks, it will restrict this boss from using abilities that are linked to those limbs. So perhaps if you throw it into his leg, he might not be able to do the stomp. And perhaps if you throw it into his arm, he might not be able to do the two-handed spinny move. But because I wanted to beat the boss without throwing the axe, just as kind of a restriction for myself, and once again because it seemed to be distracting him so much he would attack the child instead of me, I didn't test it, but it's something worth knowing. You can throw your axe at his head, and you will get a rather satisfying knockback on his face, and it does do decent damage. If you're not confident in your ability to fight this boss, just throw your axe at him and keep distance. Keep on smashing square so that Atreus fires arrows, and just keep throwing your axe. It'll take about 9 days, but you'll get there in the end. I would not recommend this personally, because if you want to play this difficulty, there comes a time when you have to learn how to play it, and you're not going to learn how to play it if all you do is spam the axe. Although, it is kind of good. I say that knowing full well you will have success doing it, but you need to be aware that you'll have more success if you learn more about the game and the combat and everything. But there is the end of the first boss. Go into the QTE to finish him off. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, you take care now.